Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Aisha, and normally you see me filming makeup tutorials or product reviews, but today's video is something different and deeper. It's my way of resisting silence and standing with the oppressed. Basically, today I'm sharing a list of pro-Palestinian fragrances with you guys, and this list includes countries that have supported the Palestinian cause at the International Court of Justice, and they have made a bold and courageous decision, a morally right decision at this dark time. When there are certain countries who have invited the architects of this genocide and the butcher of Gaza, even when he has killed innocent babies, civilians, and brought so much destruction in this world. So these scents are not just scents, these are basically symbols of solidarity. So if you want your choices to align with your values, then stay tuned. And yeah, because these are all wonderful fragrances that I'm going to share with you guys. Yeah, so let's start. At number one, we have South Africa, and the reason is because South Africa has done case against Israel at the International Court of Justice, and South Africa has been at the forefront of supporting Palestinian rights, and basically draws parallel between its own history of apartheid and the current situation in Gaza. So, in my opinion, South Africa don't just talk the talk, but also walk the walk. When it comes to fragrances, I've selected four brands actually from South Africa. Number one is Charlotte Rhys. It's basically a cruelty-free vegan brand and draws inspiration from South African natural habitat and the South African environment. Number two is Fettle Frisson. It's a small brand established in 2018, and they have been creating unique scents, again reflecting the vibrant spirit of South Africa. At number three, we have Tuskanocia. It's driven by values which aligns beautifully with South Africa's voice at the ICJ. And currently, they have two scents, Curated and Enigma. Another small brand I have included in the list from South Africa is Scentimental, which actually makes fragrances inspired from high-end luxury brands, of course at a fraction of the price, so that you can use it without feeling guilty. At number two, we have a very beautiful country called Mexico, which has supported the Palestinian cause immensely at the International Court of Justice. One great thing that they have done is that they have filed the Declaration of Intervention so that humanitarian aid can go in Gaza. So yeah, it's a very big thing. And when it comes to fragrances, I have selected a small artisanal brand from Mexico called Coqui. It contains the unique Mexican scents like tobacco, cedar, coconut, and it produces a limited number of scents every year. And I have tried their Flor de Mayo myself, really amazing scent. At number three, we have the amazing scenic country from South America of daring, bold people called Colombia. And Colombia is the first few countries when the war broke out in 2023 to break diplomatic ties with Israel. One of the most notable things it has done is that it has banned the export of coal to Israel and also allowed the free treatment of Palestinian children at the hospital of Bogota, apart from, of course, supporting Palestinian cause at the International Court of Justice. And when it comes to supporting Colombia, I have selected a Colombian fragrance called Perfumes Escobar. Which of course takes inspiration from its Latin American culture. Interestingly, they have a fragrance that the brand states that wearing it will make you feel like the daring character of the most wanted man from the cartel of Medellin. If you're a guy, you should definitely try it. And the name of the fragrance is Marijuana Fragrance. And that explains it. So moving on to number four, and at number four we have a European country, and that is Ireland. It's one of the few European countries to support Palestine, and Ireland has been very vocal, consistent, and unapologetically supportive of the Palestine cause since many years, and has supported Palestine at the EU and UN level. And one of the things that they highlight is that, apart from, of course, supporting Palestine at the International Court of Justice, in the case, it has also filed for the redefinition of the term genocide so that Netanyahu cannot get away. And I think it's a really big step. And when it comes to Ireland, I think because Ireland has its own history of resisting colonialism, so that's why it explains the solidarity with Palestine. And I think when it comes to Ireland, you should know that it's not just politics, it's principle. In fragrances, I've selected a very popular Irish brand called Fragrances of Ireland. And they have a line called Inish, which is basically their ocean line. And the scent is also available on Amazon. And it's dedicated to protect the ocean, particularly whales and dolphins in Irish waters. And if you have a thing for ocean like fragrances, then you will love it. I really like their Irish rose scent. I haven't tried it, but I like the look of it. At number five, we have a very beautiful country with a rich history and culture, Lebanon. And no need to tell you that it's a pro-Palestinian country. It's basically been the victim of Israel's brutal attack on civilians since many decades. So naturally, it's a pro-Palestinian country. And when it comes to fragrances, I have selected a widely known brand from Lebanon called Elisab. It's a widely considered luxury brand, particularly known for its haute couture, luxury ready-to-wear, and perfumes now. And the Lebanese brand I have selected is a smaller brand called SAJA Perfumes, which was basically launched in 2017. It's relatively newer brand than Elisab, but this brand actually uses finest natural Lebanese roses, periwinkle, jasmine, and basically the idea is to remind people like you are using the fragrance of Gulf. At number six, we have another South American country, and this time it's Chile. It's a very, very beautiful country. It has immensely supported the Palestinian cause at the International Court of Justice. When it comes to fragrances, I have selected a brand called Casa Niche. It's a famous Chilean perfumery, and it's inspired by the forests and desert of Chile, basically the landscape of Chile, because it's a multi-climate zone country. I like their fragrance names like Fado Tobago, Pina Colada, Chilean Leather. It's like pretty cool names. So I don't know how it's gonna appeal to the masses, but it's really appealing me, these kind of interesting names. One of the scent that I'd really like to try from Casa Niche is Make You Feel. It's because it has rose elements in it, and because I'm a sucker for rose, I'd like to try it. And another brand from Chile is that has caught my eye is Agar Olfactory, which is basically a research lab that creates different notes to create perfumes. It's not a perfume brand, like the conventional sort of perfume brand, and it has like very dark and serious fragrances in it. It's basically their one scent called scent transformation bentonica, I guess, and it includes elements like ocean debris, microplastics, seaweed, and it has also some scary scents like 2030. It's basically based on a fear that in 2030 an infection is going to consume all the wheat and brand monocultures, and there'll be a global shortage of wheat, and speculators and people are going to amass it, so they've based a scent on it. And if you think that's all, then there's a terrifying one as well, based on wet soil dampness. The name is 3030, and it's based on the fear human extinction, when there be no humans on earth after a catastrophe, will allow flora to propagate like wildly, and it's going to come through concrete and the rigid architectural structures, probably the debris of the concrete. And now you tell me, if this does not make you want to stop the war, the idea of human extension, then what else will make you want to? This is so scary that if the power remains in the wrong hands, then instead of 3030, it will be much sooner. And at number 7, we have Turkiye, and I don't need to tell you that it's a pro-Palestinian country. It has immensely supported, it's a Muslim country, and it has immensely supported the Palestine cause, and also at the ICJ, and it also broke diplomatic ties after the war started with Israel, and it advocated for an arms embargo on Israel. And when it comes to fragrances, I've selected a brand, very popular brand from Turkey called Nishane, I believe that's how it's pronounced. And they have a wide variety of fragrances, and I really like that they have a roomy collection, and it's also available very easily internationally. One of the fragrances I have to try from Nishane is their rose fragrance. And another Turkish brand that has got my eye is a relatively new brand called Attar Al Has. Attar means a fragrance in Arabic, which has a wide variety of fragrances again. And interestingly, they have a crystal collection along with gorgeous looking gift sets, which I think they are a bit pricey given the fact that because they are very, very small in quantity. And at number 8, we have another European country, Belgium, which has immensely supported the Palestinian cause, and at the ICJ, they have supported Palestine. When it comes to fragrances, I've selected a brand, very popular brand from Belgium called Dries Van Noten, and it's a luxury, renowned fashion brand and very versatile. Good thing about this brand is that it's easily available internationally. Another Belgian brand that seems quite interesting is the name Billy X, and it makes contemporary fragrances. Well, it's like very unique scents that challenge the traditional norms. And at number 9, we have a country that says that it's going to support the creation of a separate Palestinian state even if the EU resists. And that country is none other than España. When it comes to fragrances, I've selected 3 different brands from España. Number 1 is the timeless classic Spanish brand Alvarez Gomez, and they have a very citrusy lemon fresh fragrance like summer rain. And good thing is that it's available everywhere easily. Second, we have a brand called Ramon Moniguel. I selected its fragrance Flamenco. It seems very bold and dramatic with notes of rose, raspberry, cedar, and oud. And at last, we have a brand called Paco Rabanne. I know a lot of people know about it, but I doubt that most people know that it's a Spanish brand. They have like very famous fragrances from Paco Rabanne, 1 Million, Lady Million, and the newly launched Phantom. So it's very beautiful. It's a very intense evening sort of fragrance, and I have personally tried a Lady Million, so yeah, you can just give it a try. This brings us to the end of our video, and yeah, let's accept it. What's truly powerful is that most of the countries that are supporting Palestine at the International Court of Justice are non-Muslim countries. And what's ironic is that most of the countries that claim themselves to be the leader of Muslim world and chant Palestine, Palestine, Palestine behind closed doors. They are shaking hands with the butcher of Gaza. They are meeting with the architects of this genocide. So it's a painful but necessary reminder that not everyone who looks like your brother has your back. It's really important for the world, especially for the Muslims, to realize that who are those countries that truly stand for peace, for justice, and who are those that just do mere lip service? So it's important. And if these Muslim countries have an ounce of compassion, courage, then the situation in Palestine would be very different. It's been more than 2 years since the genocide has happened, and the situation is worse. So many innocent kids, so many innocent civilians have lost their lives, and the world has watched. It's so painful to even think about it. And as people, we are living in the same world. You think that the God's going to forgive you for breathing and, you know, existing at the same time when there are people who are dying and they're crying for help, they're crying for the world to make this war stop. The responsibility lies with those who have the most power. And if they are not doing enough, then you think that the universe is going to forgive them? No. So, as mere human beings, what you can do, you can just speak about it. So, just speak about it because silence is complicity. I have done my part. I mean, I've just contributed a bit. So, yeah, you should wear these fragrances not just for the sake of fragrances, but as an act of solidarity, resistance, and humanity. I hope that you have found something, some purpose from this video. And if you have liked this video, then just put a thumbs up to it. And yeah, don't stop. Free Palestine.